What's up, everybody? Mancave Dave here in Michigan with the pickups video. Today is Saturday, December 13th, and this is all just some stuff that I have gotten over the last couple of weeks. It's been a while since I've done a pickups video. I actually just today posted some from, I think, October and November, so I need to try to be a little bit better about this. But before I put everything away, I've already put a lot of stuff away, figured I would do a video here. So I think I'm going to start over here. The college that I work has some students that have started a video game club. They call themselves Gaming Galaxy, and I'm their advisor, so that's pretty awesome. And we did a video game night with another of the student orgs, and one of the students brought me in this big bag of old game stuff. He's like, I have an Atari 2600, but none of this stuff works for it, so it's yours if you want it. So as you can see, there's quite the assortment. We got a couple of ColecoVision pistols, PowerJoy, some stuff for the Atari, CXL, some Intellivision games, Odyssey 2, ColecoVision, even a Sega Master System and Atari 7800, and then just some random stuff like this, Videocade. Not even sure what system some of this stuff is for. So anyway, it was free, can't complain there. So kind of cool to see some old stuff, and a lot of this I didn't have, so that was pretty awesome. Next thing is been finding some really great sales. I think our local Kmart might be actually getting rid of their video game stuff, or I'm not sure, but if you go to Kmart, they have a lot of really great deals. So this is a small amount of stuff I have left that I've been picking up, keeping some for me, giving some for Christmas gifts, and then the rest putting up for sale. So actually I need to wrap up a couple of these that just sold. FIFA 14 for the Xbox One, Killzone Shadows Fall. These were all $10 a piece, along with Batman Arkham Origins, FIFA 14 for the PS3, and Bioshock Infinite, which I'm actually going to keep that one and play through it. And then Paper Mario Sticker Star. I actually got 4 of these, 1 for me, 1 for a gift, and 2 for trade or sale. They were on clearance for $12 a piece, so couldn't complain there. And then we've got the Zelda HD Wind Waker WiiU. Now I have one of these. I've had it for just over a year, and when I bought it, it had been out for about a year. And so they're pretty much unfindable at the stores anymore. But online, they sell for anywhere between $450 or $500. I was visiting friends, and I went into a store, and on the shelf, covered in dust, were 3 of these. Another store I went to, similar town, had 2 of them. So I bought them all, and this is actually the last one that I have left. And I don't feel too bad about that, because yes, I am reselling. However, they were on the shelf for over a year and a half and weren't moving. So anyway, I'm glad to get them out to some folks who can enjoy them. I just think it's really cool looking. Again, this is the WiiU version that I have, and plus it helped me pay a bit for my collection, so that was cool. Let's see, next thing we got, I'm not even sure what this is. I got this with another vintage piece I'm going to show in a minute. By the way, you can probably hear my pop machine in the background gurgling a bit. This is a Lloyds TV Sports 602. So it comes with a couple controllers, and then this cool gun controller has built-in games. So I paid the guy $5 for that. He said it worked last time he fired it up. Who knows? It's missing a button, but it's a cool piece of video game history. That came with this. I finally have a Vectrex, which I am very, very excited about. So this was a Craigslist deal. Vectrexes, you guys know, they're hard to come by. This one is tested. It works. It's great. Came with seven games. I paid $200 for it. So games, we have Rip-Off, Scramble, which is about a $50 game, Blitz, Heads Up, Fortress of Narzad, Clean Sweep, and Star Trek the Motion Picture. Sat and played this for a while. The vector graphics are really different and just really, really cool. And so really happy to add this to my collection. Next over here, got some WiiU stuff. I was fortunate enough to be able to get the Smash Brothers pre-order, and I picked up one of the controllers, GameCube controllers to go with that. So these are sold out. You really can't find them anywhere. This one is going to stay sealed and just be added to my collection. I have a loose copy to play, although I'm not really a big Smash guy. Really excited to finally get this. The Zelda Wind Waker HD collectible figurine. I got it on eBay. It said it was sealed. I don't know, this flap looks a little suspicious, but it's there. The game is behind it, so I finally have that. I'm a big Zelda fan, so excited to add that. When I went to pick up my Smash, it was a couple days after release, and they had all these belts. And they're like, hey, do you want a belt or 2 or 3? So I ended up with, I think 3 of them. I gave one to my best friend, and or 4 of them. I have 3, and I gave one to him. So just some cool swag that I can add to the man cave and add to the collection. Next, let's see. Got this. This was a pretty sweet deal. A Game Boy with some games. Super Mario Land 2, Star Trek, side pocket for $25. Now this box, I don't know if you can see the glare on it. It is just about mint. I've been looking for a Game Boy in the box, and the only thing that this is missing, it has the system, it's missing the link cable. So I need to look for one of those. But $25, this great a condition, can't beat it. So I was pretty excited to add that. Let's see, a couple more things from GameStop. Tales of Hearts R for the Vita, and what else? Akiba Strip, Undead and Undressed. And pretty much that title says it all. So I think a Vita is the next system that I want to get. They have some really interesting titles. Well, granted, this one included, but it just seems like a pretty cool system. So I'll have to get one of those and let you guys know what I think. Next, went to a family video, and they had the Metroid Prime trilogy with the metal case and the plastic sleeve. And I asked, do you folks sell games? And they're like, well, yes, we usually don't if we just have one copy. I'm like, well, I'm interested in your Metroid Prime trilogy. So they looked it up, saw it hadn't been rented in a while, said $10 and it's yours. And I said, yes, I will buy that. So $10, got a $65 game. I was pretty excited to add that. Let's see. Next, this was a bit of a frustrating store. It was a pawn shop I went into. They had a lot of retro stuff kind of stashed in drawers. So I took some time, dug out some titles. Some I had, some I didn't. Took them up to the front, and no joke, the guy pulled up eBay and started checking each and every one. I was so frustrated. So I waited in line for like a half hour while he checked prices on everything. And these are the ones that I finally walked away with. So we got Deadly Moves. This is a $4 game. Looked interesting. I didn't have it. Wanted to add it. Super Smash. It was $39, which is pretty much retail. But I have some extra N64 systems I need to get rid of. So this will be a good way to pair that with one and get it out there. And then this one, Run Saber. Hard to find Super Nintendo game. It was $45. He kept writing the prices, or these prices were already written on them. But there was one game I wanted, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, $40." And I'm like, "Oh, honestly, yeah, I'd pay $25 for that." He took out the marker and wrote the price on it. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, I got to put the price on." I'm like, "Yeah, with the marker now, I wouldn't pay more than $15." He's like, "Well, somebody will. It's easy to get off." I'm like, "Oh, dude, like, just don't write on your merchandise with permanent marker." Found Conquer Live and Reloaded. This was in a $5 bin. All the Xbox games were $5, so a little bit rougher shape on the case, but the game and manual look good. And then, let's see, Kakuto Chojin, Back Alley Brutal, another $5 game that looked kind of interesting, so I went ahead and grabbed that. Next, went to a thrift store. My dad was with me with this, a thrift store that he frequents, and got some cool stuff. Red Dwarf 3 Time Slides Bite 2. I guess this was a TV show back in the day that I had never heard of, so figured I would pick it up and check it out. Then we got a PS1 game, G Police. And this says $10. It was not. It was like $2. We got Evergrace for the PS2, Code Veronica, Resident Evil, and Scooby-Doo First Frights. Another thing I have here that it's already put away was one of the Xbox 360 games with the King that you would actually buy at Burger King. So I went ahead and grabbed that. It was $2. It was like Sneak King, I think. excuse me, was the title of it, so grab that. And then we got some Xbox controllers. These look like, or 360, look like for maybe a quiz game. They were just a couple of bucks, so went ahead and grabbed those in case I get any quiz games. Next, went to my favorite store in Wisconsin. I was back there for a family trip. Went in, and every time I go there, I always drop a little bit of cash just because they got really good prices on stuff. So we got Snowboard Kids 2 for the N64, Mario Kart 64, Mario 64, Fighter's Destiny 2, and Rayman 2, The Great Escape. Then we got some just random cords. Seems like I'm always needing these, so if I can find them and they're a good price, these were about 10 bucks for an AC, but since they're Nintendo brand, I went ahead and grabbed them. And N64, those are 5 bucks. Got some GameCube extender cables for 3 bucks a piece. AV cord, Nintendo AV cord for 7 bucks. And then some box games I didn't have for the NES. We got Captain Skyhook, Magic Darts, Gyrus, Super Spike V-Ball, Spy Hunter, NES Open, and a rough copy of Sesame Street 1, 2, 3, and then a copy of Batman, because I love that game. For the Super Nintendo, we got Star Trek Starfleet Academy, which I didn't have. What is this? Ranma 12 Hard Battle, which I didn't have. And a game called Utopia, which looked kind of interesting. And then I grabbed a couple of GameCube games, Mario Power Tennis, which I didn't have, and then Luigi's Mansion, which, again, is a good one to get to pair with systems. So pretty happy with that. Some random things I found. This is cool. It's a Dark Side Hot Wheels. It was a couple of bucks. And then I found some video game themed Hot Wheels as well. We have Missile Command, Pong, Centipede, and Breakout. My son has already asked if he can play with these. I was like, no, these are Daddy's toys. But those, again, were just a couple of bucks a piece. Last thing, I really didn't want to jump on this train, but I found them, and I felt I had to. So I've got some of the Amiibos. We have Mario, Pikachu, Link, the Villager, Marth, Wii Fit Trainer, Fox, and Samus. And then actually got another Link. Figure I'm going to open this one and play with it. And another Wii Fit Trainer. I did have a few more Villagers, a couple of them, and a couple of Marths, because I heard they were probably going to be a little bit harder to find. But I traded those to somebody else. So anyway, I haven't tried these yet. If you guys have tried them, let me know what you think. I'd be curious to hear what you say. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, from here in Michigan, this is Mancave Dave. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all at the next sale. Take care.